I understand that there was a book that sort of helped you, inspired you to become a comedian, that you read when you were young.
There was a book called The Last Laugh by Phil Berger. We talked about it. What about it?
Did it? How did it inspire you?
Well,
How
it
did
was
this
the
book-
first book ever written just about this profession. Nobody had ever just tried to look at the profession, talk to the people that were doing it, and write about it. So, because, you know, when I was a kid watching comedians on TV, I literally didn't know how they said funny things. I thought maybe that they talk like this all the time. I didn't know that these are jokes that they figured out and practiced. I thought they just talk like that.
One thing that I remember vividly was, you know, my cousin, who's really like my aunt, because she was like my mom and dad's cousin, but she's like a cousin aunt. I'm from Moncks Corner, South Carolina, it's country, right? And she said to me one time, because I was just, you know, like 17, 18, talking about all these big dreams I had and things that I wanted to do, and she said to me, you know, you shouldn't put your goals so high, because if you don't reach them, you're going to be, you know, disappointed. And I remember just thinking, like, I should have kept it to myself, and my inside voice became my outside voice, and I was like, that's the stupidest sugar honey iced tea I ever heard in my life. And she was like, no, you're going to be disappointed because you got all of these big dreams. Look where you're from. You're from this small town in South Carolina. You'll never be able to achieve all those things. And luckily, I didn't listen to her.
I think it is a very dangerous time in our country because we have no unifying sense of what we should be doing to try to forge a path forward to a better future. But we have a lot of competing voices, some of them demagogic and siren songs, some of them from even outside of our country with their own stories that they want us to believe about ourselves. And I don't think there's ever been a more important obligation than to try to begin to tell a more unifying story.
If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain, if you like making love at midnight in the dunes on the Cape, then I'm the love that you've looked for. Write to me and escape.